I can't see anything down here. Could I get some light on this, please? Ah, much better. Hello, internets, and welcome to Hard on Gaming, where the games are hard and so am I. I'm your host, Big Stiffy, and this is a mod spotlight. Today, we're going to be going over a very interesting, but I feel not as largely covered mod called Glenn's Gases. This is even as far back as 1.6.4, this mod was pretty extensive in all the neat things that it had. Although there were a few things that were not implemented yet or not finished. But the mod developer has been updating the mod regularly, except he has ported to the newer version of Minecraft. So the 1.6.4 version, of course, no longer supported. The newer versions of it have a lot more content, and they look a lot more interesting. And I may have to go over that one in a later video. But I'm going to go over the one in my mod pack currently. This has a lot of neat stuff, honestly. One of the things that it does is it adds gases to world generation. So when you go down mining, you have a good chance of hitting a pocket of underground gas. There are many different types of gases that you will find, both in the overworld and in the Nether. These are all the gases that you will find in the overworld, and some of them you may actually find in the Nether as well. If you hear a noise in the background, that's my coffee pot. It's a bit early in the day for me, so I need my boost. So let's get started. These gases here, let's start off with this one. This is actually just smoke. You'll find whenever anything catches fire and burns, like if a bunch of trees in the jungle just happen to be by a lava pool and they start burning, you'll see smoke coming off them. That's that one there. And as you can see, I have them in these funky looking tanks. These are gas storage tanks added by Glenn's Gases. One feature that was supposed to be implemented was these tanks were supposed to be able to stack so that when you have one on top of the other and pipe gases into them, it will start filling the connected tank as soon as the bottom one was filled up. Don't know if that's been implemented yet, but possibly has. And one of the things that was a problem with my mod pack was there really is no good way to go about moving the tanks. You can't like break the tank and pick it up, because if you hit it with a pickaxe, you just get an empty tank back and you lose all the gases inside of it. So the only way to do it to move gases within the mod is you either have to take a glass bottle and fill it, and I guess I just lost it because I'm in creative. So let's get myself out of creative mode. So yeah, I clicked on it and now I have a smoke bottle. So that's one of the ways you can move these gases around. You can store them in bottles, but a more efficient way of doing it, and a much better way of doing it, honestly, is to use these things called gas pumps. These gas pumps, they can be attached directly to any side of the tank, I believe, and they will pull gases out of the tank so long as they are not getting a redstone signal. If they are getting redstone signal, that turns it off. And the direction at which it will push the gas as well as pull depends largely on where how you have placed it down. So if I get myself a gas pump and place it down like that, as you can see, it's pointing upwards. So it would have to pull from a tank below it. And stupid me, I just broke it. And if I place it on that side of a block, it will then pull from the side that I placed it on. So that's basically how you use the gas pump. Another neat thing is you have a gas-powered furnace. As you can imagine, the gas-powered furnace relies on receiving gas in order to smelt items. I think it's a little bit more efficient than some things. So let's get myself, oh, I don't know, a stack of sand. Why not? And let's put a bit of sand in there. Now let's go over here and turn on the gas pump. So now, as you can see, the gas is going down in that tank. And this should shortly get some gas to burn. I hope. There we go. The flame came on and it is smelting the gas, or the sand, not the gas. It's burning the gas to smelt the sand, is what I meant to say. So there you go. That's basically how that works. And of course it doesn't, I don't think it actually uses up any gas as long as it's not smelting anything. And there was one thing that somebody had told me about, in which if you put a stack of coal in the gas furnace, it'll create a diamond. So I'm gonna do a jump cut and see if that's the case. I might have that disabled. I'm not entirely sure about that. So I'll cut the video, come back, and see if that actually works. Okay, as we can see, it's almost smelted a stack of coal, and we are about to get the final product. One thing that was interesting I didn't realize was that the longer the gas furnace is smelting items, the graphic for the flame actually does change. So that's something I wasn't aware of. That's pretty cool. So the longer it's burning something, like the more intense the flame will look. So there you can see that's like the final stage of the flame before it just kind of vanishes. And we have a single diamond from an entire stack of coal. So that's one way that you can receive diamonds or produce diamonds. And I guess as the gas furnace cools off, the graphic for the flame will change. Yeah, there it goes. So that's pretty cool. I didn't realize that graphic was animated like that. And as you can see, it didn't take too much of this green gas to be able... Ooh, why is that smoking? That's probably not good. Alright, let's put some stuff in there. Oh, and there you can see the flame lights up again. And it becomes more fast the... I guess the hotter the flame looks. So yeah, that's a pretty efficient method of being able to smelt items. Not so efficient to be able to create diamonds though. And I am a bit confused as to why the gas furnace will produce a diamond from a stack of coal. Because it's a furnace, it's not exactly compressing the coal. I don't know. That's weird. Well, in any case, boy, that pump is really smoking. I feel like it might actually explode. So if I do that, will it calm down? Yeah? No? Okay. Well, in any case, so let's go over the next gas we have here. This gas is just steam. How do you get steam in Glenn's gases? It's actually a lot easier than what you'd think. You can actually produce infinite steam by using a cobble gen, just a vanilla cobble generator, and then you can get infinite steam. I don't really know if there's anything you can do with steam in this version. Glenn might actually be working on something for future versions of this mod. And the gas that I was using to fuel this furnace here, this is green gas. Now this green gas is flammable, so if ever I run into a pocket of green gas, one thing you have to keep note of is that your torch is going to act like a flame source. So if you have a torch placed down in a mine and the green gas just happens to float into it, the whole cave is going to go up in flames, and not like normal flames that just like are on the ground. Like you're gonna have like the air itself is going to be engulfed in flames, so you are probably going to burn to death regardless of where you are, because the flames do spread and it's awful. I've had it happen to me a few times already with this mod. And this stuff, let's see, I can't remember which gas this is. I think it's red gas, or it might be nitrous. It's red gas. Now red gas is typically found around redstone ore, and it is highly explosive, like unbelievably explosive, because where you find red gas, you practically always find nitrous gas, which is possibly even more explosive than the red gas itself. I'm not entirely sure what the explosion damage of either two of these gases are, but I know it's not good. Like it is ridiculous. I've created many caverns by accidentally lighting up this these two gases. It's unreal. So another thing added by Glenn's gases are these lanterns. Now the lanterns you can place in many different ways. You can place them on the side of a wall, and the graphic for them will change to represent that it's like being held up by a post. If you place them in between two blocks, it gets a post like that. And in fact, if I put myself back in creative, I can place a block behind it, and the graphic changes again. Or if you place it underneath a block, it will look like it's being held up by chains. Now you might be wondering, is this a safe light source to be able to use around these highly dangerous gases underground? Not entirely, no. In order to light up these lanterns, you can put several different things inside of them. You can either put a torch inside of them, you can put glowstone inside of them, or you can take one of these bottles here, like let's say nitrous gas. Oop. And you can put, oh, I guess you can't put nitrous gas in them. I know you can put red gas in them. And there you go. So now that's burning the red gas as fuel. So that's pretty cool. However, the only one of these light sources that does not ignite these gases is the glowstone. The torch will ignite it. The nitrous gas bottle will ignite it, or the red gas, not the nitrous. Any of the gases will ignite other gases. So the only safe one to use is the glowstone. So there you go. That's the lanterns. Next part of the mod is the gases you will find in the Nether. Now there's two highly dangerous gases you will find in the Nether. One is called corrosive gas. That is this deep blue gas here. Basically the name implies that the corrosive gas will actually eat blocks around it. I'm not entirely sure what blocks are not affected by it, but be aware that if you walk into it, it's going to hurt. And it doesn't really have any real physics. It has like volumetric physics where if you add gas to it, it'll expand and it'll push the gas out like further, something like that. It'll disperse it more, but it does not float and it does not sink. I guess because in the Nether there's like no oxygen, but I don't know. The other gas is electric gas. Now, electric gas has the same physics as the corrosive gas in that it does not float and it does not sink, at least not in the Nether. Now, electric gas is dangerous for a whole nother reason. If you get close to the electric gas, it will actually electrocute you, and from quite a distance away too. So you don't have to like get inside the gas for it to be dangerous. In fact, you probably won't be able to get close to it. So I'm gonna bring myself out of creative mode, and I'm going to fill this chamber with the electric gas. And let's see what happens. Is it gonna shock me? Yeah, no, maybe. Huh. Alright. So it's not doing anything right now. That's interesting. Well, good. Otherwise, I would probably die and forget where this spot was. So now that I've filled this chamber with this gas, how do I get rid of it? In fact, how do I even collect these gases to begin with? What you're going to need is something called a gas collector. Shocking, I know. The gas collector will suck up these gases and send them into pipes. Now, one thing you have to know about the pipes is that if you have a break in the pipes, the gases will actually leak out of it. So you have to have the pipe going to a destination. You can't just like put it into the pipe and then it just vanishes. No, it doesn't work like that. So if I activate this, it sucks up all the electric gas. In fact, I can leave this running and it will move the gas into here. And I'm not entirely sure of how the physics of these pipes work. I don't know if it has to fill every pipe segment, or I don't know. It might just be that the tanks themselves have such a high capacity that you have to put quite a bit of the gas in there for it to even be visible. Possibly, I don't know. And let's fill up this one with corrosive gas. Oh no! Oh geez! Oh lord! Oh, that's not good. Oh no! It ate the lever! Oh shit! Shit! Okay. Oh. Okay. So that is my demonstration of corrosive gas. I didn't actually think it would eat through the glass. Okay. Well, at least we know it does not eat through the fancy obsidian brick that I used to make these tanks. But it will eat through the glass. Whoops. Oh god, did it eat the pipe? It ate the pipe too! Oh shit. Oh god, I fell. Oh wow. Okay, so yeah, you can see just how dangerous corrosive gas is. And one thing that bugs me about these gas collectors is they don't really have a radius of effect. You would think that it would make sense for them to be able to like suck up gases in a radius, but that simply doesn't happen. It only affects blocks that have flowed directly into adjacent spots around the gas collectors. So they're a bit ineffective. However, you're mostly going to be using them in like your mines. So the best way to set up your mines is to have like a spiral staircase going down into the ground, and have one of these gas collectors in a roof covering the top. And that's how I go about it, and it's pretty effective that way. But holy shit, look at that! There's no glass left. Oh god. Oh, and the gases actually do blind you when you walk into them, as you can see. If I stand in this gas here, I go completely blind. Look at this. And I slowly start to get my vision back. I guess the corrosive acid is actually a lot worse than like the green gas that you'll find underground. So there you go. Those are the main gases that you will find. However, there is one gas which I was unable to obtain. And I will actually have to demonstrate that gas for you underground. So I'll cut the video and see you back when I get to bedrock. One thing that I forgot to show in the video, and had to cut into an earlier point, was coal ore will actually produce coal dust when you mine it. And the coal dust is explosive, so do not place your torches near any coal veins that you intend to dig up soon. It's not a good time to have this stuff explode. And here we are. We're underground. I dug a huge shaft down into the earth. I've been using glowstone lanterns. This stuff looks like the red gas I was telling you about earlier, and I'll show you just how explosive that stuff can be. But right now we're going to focus on the gas that generates above bedrock. This stuff, I don't really know what this gas is called, and in fact if I look it up, I don't even know if it has a name. Let's see here. There's steam, smoke. Nope, it doesn't even show up in any eye. So this gas is unobtainable, but this stuff will generate directly above bedrock. Now I have flat bedrock enabled to make it a little bit easier to demonstrate. This stuff is pretty nasty. If you've ever been to the deep dark dimension from Extra Utilities, you'll know that the being in the darkness can be dangerous. So let's dig out a little bit of an area here, and I'm gonna place a torch. And I think I found what is this stuff? Oh, it's dark iron. Okay. So if I bring myself out of creative mode, wow, it is really dark. This, I think, is actually an ambient effect of this gas. Maybe not. I don't know. But this this gas. Oh Jesus! Oh, it hurts. It hurts a lot. And if I walk around in it, it's not fun. So there you go. That's bedrock gas, or I guess void gas is what it's been called in later versions. It's nasty stuff. So let's put myself back into creative so I can see what I'm doing. Let's get out of this hole. Oh, and just a quick note, if you place any light sources, it actually does diminish the quantity of this gas. So the void gas is actually destroyed by light sources. And you can see it is trying to balance itself out. It's a heavier than air type gas, and it tries to spread itself out evenly. God, I can't talk today. I really need a cup of coffee. Okay, so now let's set off this red gas. Oh God. And there you see, there was no jump cut in that. That is just how explosive red gas is. Look at the huge crater it's made. It's incredible. So red gas, highly explosive stuff. It is a good way to make a cavern really quick. Although it is very dangerous. You will likely die from the explosion. And here we have green gas. This stuff is flammable, as I said before. And that's what happens when you use a torch next to it. I can't see anything. And if you go up in the smoke, you do actually start to lose your vision. And you asphyxiate. So yeah, that's Glenn's gases. It's a... oh. Let's get back up to the surface. It's a very interesting mod. It adds some really cool mechanics. There's been a lot of things implemented in the newer version of Glenn's gases. It's got a lot of dangerous stuff it adds, but that's part of the fun, I think. Now there's only one thing I have yet to go over in this mod, and that is the gas detector. Well, I guess two things. The gas detector and the excluding gas sampler. Basically how the gas detector works is you have to take a sample of any type of gas. So if I think I can get a sample of this. No, can't do that. Okay, so let's get myself a sample of the corrosive gas. I get a sample of that. The gas detector isn't detecting anything at the moment. And I don't think it's gonna work. If I put myself back into creative, no, I don't think it's gonna work for this. So maybe I can't use it for corrosive gas. That's unfortunate. I know it works with green gas though. So if I get a green gas sample, it should work. Well, it worked before. Huh. That's weird. I don't know why it's not working now. Well, in any case, the gas detector is supposed to be able to detect when you're above or when you're near any type of specific gas. And typically, you have to use these gas samplers to be able to tell it which gas to detect. So you can tell it to detect green gas, red gas, or nitrous gas. So it's pretty useful. Although there isn't really any kind of like audible noise that it emits to let you know that you're near gas. The only way it really works is if like you're looking down at the ground and it does that weird thing where it just kind of bobs around. I got it to work before and I can't get it to work now. Oh well. So that's been the Glenn's Gases mod. I hope you enjoyed the video. Glenn's Gases is a very interesting mod. It's had lots of neat stuff. Oh god. The gas is spreading. Sweet Jesus. Glenn's Gases is a very interesting mod. It adds a little bit more danger to the world, because you know, mobs aren't really that hazardous. So I feel like environmental hazards are about the best you can get in Minecraft. And oh, as you can see, our red gas lantern burned out. So if you use any of the gases as fuel for a lantern, it does eventually burn out. So that's all for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope I can talk better in the next video. And until next time, Internet, take care, and I will see you in space.
bet you were expecting some sort of fancy outro. Nope. Just this. But hey, you know what would be cool? Clicking one of those links below. Yeah, that'd make it cool.